Please turn off the ad block, subscribe, and share. Links will be below for anyone wanting to support this channel.
Hello everybody, my name is Craig Bennett and I'm the founder and owner of TechReviewsNope. And today I am going to do a quick video on how to fix some DNS problems. Now, this is not going to be exclusive of how to fix all, and this is mostly something I'm currently running into. And that since it's obviously a real world thing, you probably will be running into it yourself in your home environment. Now, as far as DNS, what does that do in a simplistic terms? DNS is basically like a phone book. It's when you're typing in like google.com, techreviewsnope.com, whatever. It is, instead of typing in the IP addresses, you just type in that and it matches it up and goes from there. Now, because people don't remember numbers as well as the .com as far as letters, and on top of that, because the IP address can change in some instances, the just having a person type in like techreviewsnope.com, they'll remember that and they don't have to worry about the IP address changing. So with this, what do we need to do? We need to, one, recognize that the DNS is having problems. How do you do this? Well, if you're using something like Chrome or Firefox or some others, you will notice that you will have DNS errors. We'll say like DNS probe something, and this could be caused by a few things. This could be causing an error between your computer talking to your router, if you're on a Wi-Fi router or whatever. But let's say that you did troubleshooting and you found it, like in my case, it's your internet company screwing around. So in my case, what's exactly happening? Basically what's happening is, for whatever reason, the internet company I'm with, they are testing, they're changing, they're doing something to the DNS, and I got to get schoolwork done, and my internet keeps going down, so I can't have that, especially if I'm in the middle of a test, which actually has happened like 8 times today. So how do I fix that? Or in your case, maybe you're working and you can't have that, and that's a very, very bad thing. So a simple way to do it is, if you're just dealing with one client on your network that you're using and no one else is using anything, then what you can do is go to the network, open network and sharing center. If you're on Windows, if you're on Macs, you have to find an area for the IPv4 protocols, and same thing with Linux and stuff. I'm not going to show you how to get there in those operating systems. You just have to, it's somewhere at the networking area in those operating systems. But for Windows, it's Open Network and Sharing Center. And for here, we want to go to the thing we're using. So I got multiple Wi-Fi cards on my computer. I obviously got a lot of Ethernet stuff going on. And the one thing I'm using for the internet is this one Wi-Fi card. So what I want to do is click that and go to Properties. And from there, I will go down to IPv4. Now keep in mind, I'm using a IPv4 system. And if you're using IPv6, just go to IPv6 and put in the stuff. But chances are you're using IPv4. So with this, I'll just double click that and go to use the following DNS and go to the following 8.8.8. Oops, sorry about that. 8, and press OK. And OK from here, and I should be fine. Basically what happens is, and as you saw there, I got internet connection, so I was able to get the weather map back up. But basically what happens is the 8.8.8.8 it is Google's DNS server. It's a public DNS server from Google, so don't worry about using it. And if you're overseas, you can use it. It's not a big deal, but keep in mind that it is a little bit slower than using your internet provider's stuff, because it has to deal with more distance getting to it. On top of this, it has other problems with if it's very congestive, as far as a lot of people are using it, then you also have that, and that could be a major problem in itself. So as far as that goes, if you feel that your internet provider has fixed their stuff, how do you reverse this? Let's go back to obtain, and that will be fixed in itself. And that's very important in itself, because again, it's a little bit faster to use your internet provider stuff. Now, where would you notice a difference? Really, playing games, voice over IP, especially that. So believe it or not, that's a little bit more critical than playing games. Things of that nature, streaming, yeah, definitely streaming, but something like streaming as far as you streaming video or something around that. But as far as you watching video, you probably won't notice too much of a difference. In as far as most other things, you probably won't notice any difference at all. So if you do accidentally leave it on, it's not a big deal. And most likely it's not so much of a drop that voice over IP is going to be crap. So from here, what we just want to do is press OK and OK, and we're good. Now let's say that you got multiple devices on your network. Therefore, you need to basically go to your Wi-Fi router and change it there. So instead of going to each device, each phone, each tablet, each computer, and then going back and doing a reverse, you can go to one device and just change it there. So from here, what you want to do is you want to go and find where the DNS stuff is. It should be set on automatic, or maybe you got it on whatever, but it should be set on automatic for the most part. And for the most part, what you need to do is go to wherever it is where you can make a static DNS and put in the following 8.8.8.8 and press apply. Now, as far as where do you go to get to this? Well, what you can do is go to any browser on your computer and put in the following address is 192.168.1.1, and chances are that's just going to be your Wi-Fi router. If not that, 1.0, or might be some other. If you're a little bit more advanced, then it might be some other address, but chances are it's going to be that. This is an internal address. It's not a big deal to share that at all. The external address is something you don't want to ever share. On top of this is the MAC address you don't want to ever share. So as far as that goes, once you press apply, this will take presence across your entire network. And if this doesn't work, then there's something else wrong. And so say, for example, if one of your computers is still giving you a DNS error, it might be the computer has a bad gateway, bad IP address, or something else wrong. So just do a troubleshoot on that computer to figure that out. Or let's say all of your computers are having problems, and you trace it back where it's still not this. It might be something else for your internet provider, and just call them up and let them know. Chances are they ain't gonna do nothing. I mean, with today's laws and stuff, especially if you're in the United States. But yeah, that's pretty much it, and that's how to fix that on a Mac. Oh, and how to reverse that is just go back to automatic, or however it is on your system. Again, your user interface, it might be so different that there's literally no purpose of me actually showing it. I've seen it where all these options plus more is on single page. I've seen that quite a bit. I've seen at least 40 or 50 different user interfaces that are so different, and there's more of them out there, but they're so different from one to other that I can't tell you how to get to a given area unless I know the exact model and everything like that. And even the same brand, just having a different model, you can have a different user interface. It's kind of ridiculous. But if you do have any questions other than how to get to this area on your router, and if you are wondering that, guess what? There's YouTube. But if you do have any questions, go ahead and leave that down below and I'll try to answer as quickly as possible. And if you want to add anything to this, if I left anything off or was not correct on something, go ahead and leave that down below in the comment section, and I'll try to look at that as quickly as possible. Now, if you want the next video to be on something, let me know. But if you like this, go ahead and leave a like, subscribe, share, and also check out our Patreon campaign. If you didn't like this, go ahead and leave a dislike, but tell me why so I can fix it in future videos. Again, this has been Craven, founder and owner of Tech Views, and hope you have a great day.